Starting the clip right now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 2 of the NASCAR King of the Road of 2021. This is Group A here at Sonoma, the first race of this Monday night event. And right now we're seeing Max Boost lead the way, as he did last week. I'm your commentator, Ayrton Frederick. Joining me in the booth tonight will be Kyle Bowers, and our in-race reporter will be Tyler McMurray. Thanks for being here, guys.
No problem.
Right now, Max Boost boosting away. Sorry about that, Kyle. What's up?
Oh, you're all right. I just want to say appreciate it, Ayrton. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Got 28 laps on the docket today. Fuel shouldn't be an issue.
Right now, field just 2 laps in, looking to get spread out a little bit, but this is a very difficult track, similar to Mid-Ohio, very twisty, very elevated, so this is going to be one of those races that won't be over till it's over. We saw that all last week, so just because somebody might be running in the back right now doesn't mean they'll finish in the back.
Yes, very, very tough track. You spoke about elevation change. It's 160 feet difference between turn 3 and turn 10 elevation, and that's quite a bit.
See right here, Ty Mac 11, Tyler McMurray, our in-race reporter, going through the hairpin. Where are you running right now, Ty?
We're scored in 7th. I qualified 4th, so I know the speed is in the car, and I know the capability of what I can do here is there. But yeah, I got a little out of shape there on lap 1. Found the wall a little bit, some front-end damage to the car now. Just trying to bounce back if I can. But yeah, we're scored in 7th. Bear and 8 right in front of us, and the 4 car is in 6th. The 77 of Jr., Donnie. He's running an 8th. He's about 5 seconds behind me. So I've got a bit of a gap, a bit of a cushion, and I'm slowly reeling in a couple of other cars in front of me, except for maybe the 4 of Bear and 8.
All right. Appreciate that. And probably going to be somebody in front of you is battling, probably going to be pretty easy to catch up because battling at this track definitely slows you down with how tight it is. Here's NASCAR King in the 9 car. I believe he's scored in the 4th position, just behind. Let's see here. JCR clashing, and the 32 of Kenny runs in 3rd. Max Boost way up the road.
Stevens runs off the track too, back there in the back. That should help Tomac close in a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Clashing off the course as well.
Oh man, just 3 laps in. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody pushing hard, but that's what you get when you have a fast driver like Max Boost. It's gonna push everybody to bring the best out of them.
Oh, absolutely. Seeing some guys go very deep into the hairpin as well. That could be the make or break coming to the end of this race if a guy messes up the final couple corners. Just like in real life, 2016, Tony Stewart took a win. That could be a big move at the end of this race for some key positions, key spots to get into the final round. Of course, last chance qualifiers on Wednesday night, before the final event to see who can make the final few cutoff spots for the final event on Wednesday night as well. So if you don't make it tonight, no biggie, you got another chance on Wednesday. Right now, pretty safe bet. That 1 car is going to make it. Dominated last week. And right now, looking very healthy, very consistent. That was the one thing I noticed watching him last week, is he's just so smooth and nothing ever wrong with that car, never offline.
Yeah, almost like he's racing in a custom car out here. Yeah, that's who I'm locked in on right now, and I don't hear the tires chirping. Car's not upset. Smooth. Huge lead.
Watching Kenny right now, the 32 Ford. He's up in 2nd. Had a little off-road adventure, but didn't bother him too much. He can't even see that 1 car. That's how far off Max Boost has gotten. Kenny runs 2nd. Has a bit of a gap behind him as well. Back to 3rd. And in 3rd, we got a good battle. The 9 car of NASCAR King really pushing, clashing. And Bear and 8 in the 4 right behind them. These are key spots, too, for these guys to advance as well.
Yeah, because we're only taking the top 3 after tonight in points to advance, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's the best battle on track right now. For 3rd place, the final safe bet to finish If you want to advance, you got to finish in the top 3 consistently. And right now, Clashin holds down that 3rd spot with a mirror full of the number 9 Napa Chevy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the 9's gonna has a mirror full of the 4-car Baronade as well. He's closing in as Clashin goes bicycling on 2 wheels coming around that early carousel corner.
And that happens all the time. This track's so kind of glitchy, just kind of the curse of this game, but definitely makes these cars a handful down that hill, and we'll see if that plays a factor on any of these lead guys.
Even Steven kind of creeping back into the picture too.
13.
Back there running in 6th. And I guess Timac after him, and 77 of Duh Jr. Oh, the 32 of Kenny runs off the track, and Clashin takes over 2nd. Another we've got 4 cars under a blanket right here.
And there goes the 4 car.
32 and NASCAR King both overshoot the hairpin.
Baronate takes that 4th spot from NASCAR King. NASCAR King drove it in deep. And we'll see if he could rebound to get back around that 4 car. But yeah, big mistake there by Kenny coming through that right-hander. Very tempting to push to that right-hander right before the hairpin, but track just disappears like that. So probably what happened to Kenny, we didn't see it. But now he's gone from 2nd to 3rd, and that big gap he had back behind him, which was really a safety blanket, is completely gone as he's now in this mix of this train of cars from 2nd back to 5th.
Yeah, this is a good battle here for. I mean, any of these guys could be 2nd place.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, these are the best of the best road course drivers, road course ringers in the game. That's why they're here.
Absolutely. We see Duh Jr. in the 77 taking a trip down the pits. Not sure what this could be about. Tires shouldn't really be an issue, especially this early on. So not really sure what the 77's doing in the pits, but right now, 1 car Max Boost still leading the way, has led every second of this race. Big train for 2nd back to 5th. Or 6th, I should say.
Baronate sends it pretty deep in there on Kenny. Kenny, another mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, coming out of the hairpin. Lost 2 spots.
Now he's the caboose. Here comes the lap car. Duh Jr. in the 77. He will get out of the way. Nice, respectful driving from him.
Good for him.
Again, not too sure
like
why.
A lot of damage on the front, but I don't know. Maybe he's just thinking, get me some lap times.
Yeah, I agree.
Which was the case in the 1st round, but
that is how he advanced. You're right. He made it in on not points, but fastest lap, which was a way of advancing. But I don't believe that's a way to get into the final round. So definitely interesting to see that 77 car take a trip down pit road.
Yeah, he should have a little fun here, though, with some fresher tires and these guys in front of him.
Oh, absolutely. Kenny's gotten back around NASCAR King for 5th place. Or sorry, 4th place. NASCAR King is 5th. Yep. Behind him is 13 of Even Steven, 2-time NASCAR World Champion. Definitely knows his way around the road courses. Pretty new to the NASCAR Heat games, but he's done very good since joining. Progressed very quickly back in 7th. Tyler McMurden in the 24, just trying to get some damage limitation, see if he can reel in the guys in front of him. What's the situation down there, Ty?
The car is really snappy loose. As you guys mentioned, the elevation changes here are pretty crazy, and yeah, with this little bit of aero damage I have, it's throwing off the handling a little bit, but I'm managing, but at the same time, I'm starting to lose the couple of drivers that I was reeling in at one point. So honestly, I'm not pushing the panic button yet, but something good needs to happen sometime soon. Scored in 7th, and I don't quite know what to do yet.
Oh, well, there's a mistake from Kenny yet again, up the hill. He'll probably lose that spot to Even Steven. Yep. I don't know. He came out in front of Even Steven, but that's what Ty probably is going to have to rely on with that damage that he was talking about, is he's going to need these guys in front of him to battle so hard that they make mistakes, and that'll help that 24 car get back in this mix. But they're starting to spread out a little bit.
Yeah, we still got a pretty solid battle up here for second place. Max Boost nowhere in sight, but Clashing and Baronade get a really good race going right now as they drop down from the bus stop, head down the hill.
You're right, that 4-car didn't start way up front, but he has slowly progressed his way up to that 3rd spot and staying right on the tail tracks of JCR Clashing in the 51. And second place, if you're not going to win, second should be obvious, is the safest bet. But in a points elimination format like we got in this tournament, 3rd place in points will advance, but you got to consistently finish 3rd, and I'm not sure guys are going to be happy sitting in 3rd with this points format. So that 4-car is definitely going to push for 2nd place, and we'll see how hard he makes it for that 51 car running in 2nd.
Yeah, he closes a little bit out of the hairpin, and as they go back up the hill a little bit, but Clashing seems like he's got a pretty good handle on it right now. Not running off the track. Just keeping the mistakes small.
Nice and smooth. That's the best way around this track. It's so tricky.
Yeah, and Baronade has a little front end damage too. It might be enough to upset the handling of that car for its capabilities.
But he's definitely closed this lap. He might have a shot if he can stay close. 51 goes very wide in this carousel, and 4 is going to get by him.
There it was. We talk about not making the mistakes, and it happens. There comes right back for him right here.
Yeah, 4-car got loose on that exit.
51 tries to outbrake him going in. Takes the spot. 4 comes back to the inside. What a good battle right here.
Great battle for 2nd place here at Sonoma.
They both got to be careful, though, because one slip, one of them's off the track and into the wall.
Absolutely. 4-car might have a shot if he gets the run of this corner into the hairpin. 51 gets a mouthful of dirt. The 4 is going to go up the inside of the 51.
Yeah, the 4's been sending it into that corner the whole race, and he's been able to control it for the most part.
Yeah, great control there, and nice clean move to take 2nd place.
And it's hard to get off of this battle here. Sorry for the rest of the field, but
this is best battle on track right now, and for key positions, key points.
Yeah, back behind those two, you got Kenny and NASCAR King, pretty spread out. Even Stevens behind him. They're all about equal as far as the gap there.
Yeah, these guys back here just trying to run their own race and hope something comes to them as the race winds down. Back up to the 2nd place battle. We're a little messy through the carousel again, but they both keep it going the right way, hold their positions. 51 really closes under the brakes on the 4-car. 4-car overdrives in this hairpin. 51 doesn't take the spot. Into the S is really tricky to follow through this section. 51 carries a little more speed through the corners, but that's going to cost him on exit. The 4-car is going to pull away coming out of the S's. And that's going to eliminate really any shot Clashing has of a move into the hairpin. 51 really cut the corner there as well. So Clashing.
I would not count the 32 of Kenny out just yet.
I agree.
He's closing. He's closing.
Yes, he is. He's a quick driver. Won, I believe, Watkins Glen last week. So we know what he's capable of. Has made a few mistakes early on here, but it's been nice and smooth since falling back into the pack a little bit. Was running 2nd at one point. I'm sure he would love to take that spot back, but he's got 2 drivers of Baronade and Clashing in front of him. He's got to hunt down, but they've been battling hard, and I'm sure this 32 will have no problem sneaking back up. And while Max Boost half a lap ahead of the field, incredible. I mean, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, I'm going to get us an interval here on 1st and 2nd.
One car enters the S's as the 4-car in 2nd leaves the carousel. Further on back, NASCAR King and even Steven having a pretty good battle for, I want to say, is the 5th and 6th positions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you for that. And I believe NASCAR King was actually behind even Steven just a minute ago, so at some point he got around him. And now this 13 car is on the back bumper of the 9. Through the S's again, very tricky to follow, but even Steven, very well disciplined road course racer. He's going to know his way to get through these left and right turns. Closes up a little bit. 9 car goes a little wide. And even Steven's going to have a shot in the hairpin. He's going to try to hang it around the outside. 9 car brakes hard. Definitely not the ideal line around this corner, and it looks like NASCAR King's going to hold that spot. But even Steven up the hill is going to have a lot more speed.
Yeah, checking back in on Max Boost out front. He's got a 22-second lead over second place Baronate right now, who has opened up a very, I wouldn't say a comfortable gap, but you know, something you don't have to push as hard. Glaston's not on his butt at the moment. Seems like
oh, and Kenny's made a mistake.
Yeah, Kenny was falling back.
Kenny's made a mistake just before they head into what's basically the infield section. Now he's came out right in between these two of NASCAR King and even Steven. So now he runs in 5th, and NASCAR King back up to 4th. So position swapping all the time here at this track in this race. Round 2, Group A of the King of the Road tournament.
Kenny is around out of the carousel.
32 car around out of the carousel. Very interesting spot to spin there. They were on the straightaway. Now here comes Timac, and he's going to get us maybe a spot going to this hard right. Won't quite get it, but 32 drives real deep. And there is your NASCAR CEO, Tyler McMurder, taking that spot from Kenny, who's had a very messy lap. .32 won't let him away so easy. Let's see if Kenny takes a shot at Ty here into this hairpin. Kenny right now just comfortable in the 24 tracks. He's fallen all the way back to 7th. At one point we were saying he might be able to take 2nd place back, but last lap I'm not sure what happened. Made 2 mistakes off screen. Caught a little bit of that spin on the backstretch, but yeah, definitely a very messy lap for the 32 car. But again, he's a quick driver. Wouldn't be surprised to see him rebound, but now he's got a 24 car in his way, and Ty's not going to let him by so easy as both these guys try to work their way back up into this pack.
Yeah, Ty, how many laps we got left here?
We are on lap 13 of 28, so we're looking at about 16 laps to go.
So halfway. We are almost halfway.
And something has happened, guys. Sorry to interrupt, but I am now scored in 6th. Somebody has dropped to the. Oh, okay, never mind. My fault.
Yeah, that would be Kenny.
Lagged out for a moment. I had a brain moment there.
Wow, guys.
What's up?
We missed this on camera, but the leader, Max Boost, has heavy.
Oh,
when I
yeah.
say heavy, I mean heavy damage on the nose.
The man who has been perfect basically this entire tournament so far has at some point made a big mistake. Huge nose damage on that one Chevy. He's got a huge back, but
yeah, that thing is a pancake up there. Let's see.
77 car came in as well, and he's got even more damage than he once did. So I don't know, maybe that could have been related. But yeah, your leader Max Boost, heavy damage. It's gotta be affecting the handling of that race car, maybe even the speed of it down the straights.
Yeah, because Baronate's closing.
Absolutely, that 4 car and this 51 car as well are closing on your leader pretty quick as we round out to about halfway through this event. If these two can keep it clean, they're going to know that they're closing. They're going to have their eyes glued on that gap up to the leader. So these two just kind of don't race each other too much and just run their own race. They will catch that 1 car by the end of the race, absolutely. Further on back, this is that battle for now 4th. After Kenny's mistake, this is the battle for 4th between even Steven and NASCAR King. These two have swapped positions a few times off camera, and it looks like that 13 car's pulled away quite a bit from this 9 car. But no gap is safe in this race.
Yeah, so Baronade has shaved 10 seconds off his lead, off the Max Boost lead, down to 12 seconds.
I'm sure that gap is ever closing as well. Kenny's in from 7th spot. So Kenny surrendering this battle for 6 just to fix the car and just have some damage limitation to the end, I would presume. So now Tyler McMurray.
We definitely don't need any fuel. We 10 laps to the good on fuel at the beginning of the race, so fuel's definitely not an issue.
Would tires maybe be an issue, Ty?
I'm really not too sure, and that's what I was looking at. Maybe some of these guys that are pushing really hard might have to, but so far I don't have to. I'm showing some pretty good wear, don't get me wrong, but not enough to the point where I'm going to have to pit. I'm not on pace to where I'm going to need to stop. So, yeah, maybe these guys are just pushing a little harder than I am, and they're experiencing more tire wear than me, because it is sort of close.
It could be
It's
possible.
not out of the realm of possibility. Yeah, back to you guys.
Yeah, and Kenny's had some mistakes. He's spun out a few times. That cooks the tires a little bit as well. So these guys who are going off-road, guys making mistakes, and just pushing hard in general, you're right, might just be cooking the tires. Saw this battle for 4th. Both of them had a little trip off into the sand. Even Steven and NASCAR King, both in the carousel, ran wide. So that'll cost them valuable time up to what might soon be a battle for the lead. Max Boost still nursing this damage. Isn't going to come in. He seems confident enough to drive with it. But is this gap closing? I can only assume yes. Baronade still runs 2nd. I think the gap back to the 51 has closed a little bit, but again, if these guys know what's best, they would rather race their own race than battle each other if they want to catch that 1 car. And every point is valuable. Only 3 guys will be safe at night's end.
Oh, the 4 car off the track.
Keeps it pointed the right way. Oh, hits the wall, though.
Clashing takes advantage of it, and that lead they've closed it in another 2 seconds since the last we talked about it.
And that's
it's getting smaller.
And with that gap getting smaller, that's exactly what the 4 car didn't want, because there are only so many laps left. Even if it's only a second or 2 a lap, that might not be enough, especially if they can't keep it pointed the right way. So 4 car costly mistake cost him a few seconds for sure, and 2nd place. So now he's right on the bubble in terms of points.
12 laps to go. Leader hitting the line now.
Thank you, Ty. 12 to go. It'll be close on this gap. If these guys in 2nd and 3rd, Clashin and Baronade, if they keep it pointed the right way and just run their own race, it's going to be close when we get to the wire.
No doubt. They're both just pushing so hard to get away from each other.
At some point, back in this battle for now 4th and 5th, NASCAR King has gone back around even Steven. We look at the battle up front and we miss something back here, and then we look back here and we miss something up front. So something's always going on in this race. These guys pretty far behind that battle for 2nd and 3rd and what soon might be 1st. So they're just trying to get damage limitation, get as many points as they can in this first race of the night, and every point will be valuable.
Oh, Max Boost goes way wide. Way wide in the bus stop.
You know, that race car might be being affected. And here comes NASCAR King going off course in the carousel. And even Steven will take that spot right back.
Yeah, Baronade's retaking over 2nd place as well.
Oh, wow. While these two try to catch the leader, they're also battling amongst themselves because they don't want to be that guy who's in 3rd when they finally catch leaders and have nowhere to go to get around the 2 in front. So it's who's going to be the lead horse when they take on the army that is Max Boost, who right now has shown a little vulnerability. Have not seen one sign of that last week. And through 10 laps, Max looked perfect yet again, but at some point made a mistake off screen. We weren't even worried about it because we didn't expect it. But heavy damage to that one Chevy Camaro. And it's costing him time every lap. And pretty soon, that second place car and third place car will finally be able to see Max within their sights again. Issue is, though, once they're close enough where they can really consider this a battle for the lead, they can't push too hard. Because as encouraging as it may be to see that lead, you just can't push any harder than you already are, especially at a track like Sonoma, where it's already so risky to push. We've seen them all race. Everybody's made a mistake at some point. So you can't push too hard, even if you think you might have a chance at the lead. It will come to you if you just run smooth and consistent. That is the key here at this twisty circuit in the California wine country. Right now, this battle for second, always going. Baronade leads Clash in second and third as they try to hunt down the leader, Max Boost. They can now see on the opposite side of the hairpin, definitely closing that gap.
You know, speaking of wine country, that may have been what the 77 of Duha stopped for. He might have stopped for a glass of wine or spent a little too much time over across the street at the vineyard. You never know.
It's running eighth, said might as well just turn this into a party.
That's right.
I'm going to join him after this.
It's the Catalina wine mixer.
Check again on this battle for fourth and fifth. Even Steven, two-time NASCAR World Champion, leading Triple Crown winner in NASCAR, Josh Colm Diaz, NASCAR King in the 9 car. These two have been going at it basically all race. Not quite on pace so far with the lead 3, but definitely having a great battle, and they're consistent enough, might sneak their way in. Never know. Got to approach this first race as optimistically as possible, because it's going to be a long night of real good road course racing, and we're going to have another night of it tomorrow night with myself in the car. Looking very much forward to it. And then 2 races on Wednesday to top this thing off. This is the 2021 NASCAR King of the Road tournament. Only the best road course ringers around. Right now, some great racing all over this road course in Northern California. Bumper to bumper through the right-hand kink. Go Clashing and Baronade. 4 blocks the inside. That's the line he's liked all day. Even under braking, he hugs that inside line, and that might cook his tires a little bit. If tires are an issue, I almost guarantee the 4 car is going to be on that list of guys who we might see have to pit, because he has really been pushing. Just looking at his lines, that cannot be good for the tires, but it's been quick. But you got to be comfortable. You go ahead.
Oh, you got it, Ayrton. I was going to say, yeah, the 4 car's got a mirror full of the 51 right now.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, he's not even thinking about tires right now.
As they head down into the infield, yeah, that 4 car, he's been pushing all night, and he's been quick. But again, if tires do become an issue, we heard our in-race reporter Ty mention the guys pushing might have it become an issue, and we might see a few guys have to pit. And that 4 car, just looking at his lines, been quick, but he hasn't been in that middle ground of quick but smooth. He's really been pushing all race. So it'll be interesting to see.
As I'm looking up here on the leader, and I see a number 4 and a 51 creeping in that screen. Creeping in there.
You're right.
They're getting there, slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Leaders coming around to 8 laps to go.
8 to go here in Sonoma.
Just shy of 16 miles.
You can see they are definitely closing, but will it be enough? A few laps ago, we watched the same camera angle. That 4 car was just a little bit further behind the 1 car. It may be just a second a lap, but it might be just enough.
Yeah, question is, what are they going to do when they get there?
That's true. We've barely even had to see Max Boost defend all tournament, because he just drives away. So when if this 4 car and 51 car catch up, we'll have to see if Max has it in him to defend.
I'm going to say he'll play it safe based on his expectations for the next 2 races.
I agree. He knows he's quick. Everybody knows he's quick, so even if he plays it safe and takes a third, he's a pretty safe bet to sweep the next 2 races.
Right, and all of these drivers, not only are they fast, but they're clean, good drivers. Good
Absolutely.
drivers.
That's why they're here. And looking at this, the 4-car has really pulled away from the 51. 51 must have made a mistake that I didn't see, because he was right on that back bumper just a lap ago.
Yeah, they both must have made a mistake, because we're at the same screen that we were at when we mentioned it earlier about them closing in, and Max Boost has opened it up a little bit more that last lap.
Max might start be feeling a little bit of pressure. Might have done some math in his head and said, oh, they're going to get me by the end. So Max might be pushing a little bit. Because looking at the 4-car, I didn't see him make any mistake. And going through the hairpin, I think that 4-car has closed. As a matter of fact, he had another second or so. So this will definitely be interesting. Was it about 6 to go?
7 to go.
7 to go, thank you. So as you can see just up the road, looking at this 4-car up the road, you can see that 1-car head up the hill. And I don't know the last time any driver saw that 1-car take that line, because it's been such a simple race for the 1-car. Even with the damage, he's spent about 20 laps just all by himself, but pretty soon might have company.
He's closed it in within it's under 7 seconds at the moment.
Appears that Daha Jr. has officially left this race and gone on to just party in the wine country. He has stopped in the pit lane, and that's unfortunate. But he will do his best to rebound, but it's going to be tough the rest of the night.
Order me one, Donnie.
Kenny as well has made, I believe, a few pit stops. He's going to run in 7th, which is real disappointing because we saw his pace. He just going to keep the car going the right direction. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come back with a vengeance, but again, going to be real tough to get back into that top 3.
Yeah, the 4 Baronet has definitely opened up a pretty good lead on Clash, and closing his sights in on the leader.
Absolutely. Continue to run through the field. Tyler McMurder runs in, I believe, 6th place.
Yes, sir.
Yep, 6th place. NASCAR King runs in 5th. The battle with even Steven, who now runs 4th, has really died down, and these guys have really spread out. We saw Clashing in 3rd, and Baronade now hunting down the leader. He runs 2nd, Max Boost 1st. But will he stay 1st? And if he does, for how long? We know that gap is closing. And there will be some lap traffic up ahead. Kenny, clean racer, but you never know. Might want to make it interesting.
Yeah, the leader run off the track just a touch there in the carousel, but then Baronade puts it up on 2 wheels.
Even if these guys, yeah, and even if these guys don't have to pit, still tires are going to be close enough where these guys can feel the wear. Just right there, the 4-car under braking, hooked a little left.
Slow it down.
But definitely, you can visually see the gap there from this camera angle. The 4-car really closing on that 1-car. Baronade and Max Boost. It's going to come down to these 2 for the win. But yeah,
should be coming to 5 to go.
And again, even if these guys don't have to pit, the tire wear will affect the handling of these race cars, and it's going to get tough to push as hard as they've been all race. So if these 2 battle, we might see one of them have a hard time keeping it on the track, if not both. And at that point, Clashing running in 3rd.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's still there.
He's only about 2-3 seconds behind Baronade, and if Baronade catches Max, that battle's really going to slow those 2 up, and Clashing will be right there. It's going to be a matter of how much race will be left when the 4-car catches the 1-car. That's camera angle. Max Boost hangs right as you see the 4-car crest over the hill. Maybe just about 5 seconds or less between these 2. With a little less than 5 to go now. And this is that point where the 4, he can see the leader, and as a racing driver, that's so encouraging to just push even harder. But you just can't, especially at a track like Sonoma, where it's so easy to make one huge mistake that leads into even more mistakes. So he's just got to do what he's been doing. Put down the same lap times. Don't push any harder. Because what he's been doing has closed the gap a lot. So just keep doing what he's been doing and it's going to continue to close. No need to push any extra. Just the hairpin will separate these two as they come around this time.
That's 32. If Kenny takes another pit, I think he's settling for 7th at this point.
Absolutely. Again, heartbreak for that 32 car. Super quick.
Yeah, he'll regroup, be back for the next one.
And
we go to Canadian Tire next, our next event after this one. One of the closing laps of Sonoma.
Canadian Tire is going to be interesting too. Going to have to see some fuel strategy there. And here we check in on our Canadian driver in the field, Timac 11. He runs 6. Made a mistake early on, just couldn't quite rebound from it, but did get a position or two back. And then NASCAR King in 5th. Even Steven runs 4th. And the battle for the lead heating up. Here's Clash in 3rd, not too far down the road from Max Boost, who runs 1st. And between those two is Baronade in the 4 car. And 1 car runs very wide through the right-hander, trying to carry as much speed as possible. That shows me that he can't turn quite as good as these other cars. That could be a huge factor once these two start to battle.
Coming to 3 to go this time by. It's gonna be tight.
It will be
Does
tight.
he have enough time to get there? Because he's coming, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't look back. He is coming.
That's exactly what the 1 car's got to do. He can't look back. Don't feel that pressure. He's the only person on the track in his mind. Just running his own race. He's got to have that mentality till the very last second, until he just can't keep that mentality anymore, and he's got that 4 car alongside him. But right now, he's going to do his best to keep it behind him. But we will have to see this 1 car put on some defensive moves, I'm sure, which we've yet to see. So this will definitely be interesting to watch here in the closing laps at Sonoma.
Oh, he's there. He is there. I wonder if the 1 car thinks it's a lap car.
A little bumpy through the carousel, but already keeps it going the right way. Another thing that'll be interesting, when Baronade is close to make a move, will he take it as soon as he gets it, or will he be patient?
Yeah, I tell you, the 4 car is definitely running it deeper than the 1 car at this point. I don't think the 1 car has the top end speed based on the damage, but the 4 cars, he's running it hard right now. He wants that win. He sees it in sight.
Absolutely, he might. Won't be close enough in the hairpin this time, but if he's going to get it done, this will be the turn to do it. Maybe next time around, he's going to get right up on that back bumper, just a car length between the two.
Yeah, 2 to go at the line.
We will see what will happen between the 1 car of Max Boost, who swept his group last week in the first round of this tournament, and looking to start off tonight with the win. Baronade stands between him and that. That's Baronade much faster the last 15 to 20 laps after Max made some sort of mistake off camera. And this 4 car and the 51 car just behind him have reeled in a 22-second gap because of the damage that 1 car has suffered.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Don't look now. But the
right
4 car
on him.
is on the bumper.
Pushes him through the carousel down the hill. And we might see the move at the end of this straightaway. That 1 car does not look very quick through this right-hander. 4 car goes for the cross. 1 car throws a good block. Hanging it around the outside.
Ooh, damage or no damage, this 1 car is not going to lay down for anybody.
He threw a great block into that hard braking zone. 4 car is going to have another shot at this hairpin if he can stay close enough. 1 car gets a little bit better of an exit. Comes down to this right-hand kink. If not, 4 cars got to wait till the next lap, which will be the final lap. It's going to be the white flag at the line. It's a risky move if he goes for it here. Takes a peek. One car blocks him off. And Max Boost will take the white flag here at Sonoma.
4 car hits the wall.
Just a little bit, and it's going to cost him maybe a few tenths.
What an exciting last lap we have on our hands here.
Absolutely. 4 car of Baronade hunting down the leader, Max Boost, now within probably half a second as they head up the hill in the Northern California circuit of Sonoma. 28 laps comes down to this. Can Baronade find a way around Max Boost?
Fans are on their feet there.
This would be a tricky place to pass.
In this carousel. Oh, they're both
One car throws the
track.
block, make contact. 4 car on the inside.
Woo!
Can he get enough
Get
speed
you
on
some of
exit?
that.
They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway, the drag strip here at Sonoma. And it's a drag race, and the 4 car wins it. 4 car of Baronade takes the lead into this double right-hander, but that 1 car is not going to go away easy. 4 car really overdrives it into the hairpin, and Max Boost will take the lead back. 4 car is going to have a lot more speed going into the S's, throws the block. And again, really hard to follow through here.
Here we go. Here we go.
If Baronade wants a shot to get around Max Boost to win this race, it's going to come in the hairpin, the final corner of the race. Through the kink, he gets a good enough run. He's going to lick the stamp and send it here into this hairpin. Max Boost throws the block on the inside. Baronade, can he hang it around the outside? Great block by Max Boost. And I don't think the 4 car is going to have the exit speed. He will not. Coming through the quick left-hand kink. It's going to be a drag race to the line, and Max Boost wins that drag race to take the checkered flag here at Sonoma. Baronade crosses the stripe second. It will be 3rd place for JCR Clashing in the 51. Even Steven coming up to the hairpin now in 4th. Had a great battle with NASCAR King earlier and eventually pulled away. It's 13 Geico Chevrolet Camaro will take home 4th place here at Sonoma. NASCAR King
5th. Yep.
NASCAR King takes 5th, and Tyler McMurder not quite going to get there in time. But definitely close call for that 5th spot between the 24 Timac and the 9 car, his teammate of NASCAR King.
There. Wow.
Crazy
what a race,
finish.
buddy. Who would have thought we could have such a good finish at Sonoma?
Never would I have thought it.
Yeah.
And at the end of a 28-lap race,
28-lap race.
Yeah.
Long one here in
Sonoma. For the
Sonoma.
win.
And here's Kenny. He's going to take home 7th place. Few laps down, I believe, if not at least one. Didn't really even break for the hairpin there. Definitely showing a little frustration, but he will do his best to bounce back. And Daha Jr. will have to come back from his wine party and come out for the next one at Canadian Tire. That'll be the next race of the night here in the Group A races for the 2nd round of the 2021 NOSSCAR King of the Road tournament. I was your commentator, Ayrton Frederick, alongside Kyle Bowers and our in-race reporter, NOSSCAR CEO, Tyler Murder. Catch you all in the next race.